Hey everybody, Jay Marino here. Welcome back. It's Legends of Arkain's second Undead book. We're on Chapter 4, A Matter of Faith. And we have to decide whether we want to collect 25,000 lumber to do this mission in the, I guess, pacifist way. Not quite pacifist, but to not actually kill our enemy, but to subdue them. Alternatively, we could just outright kill them. Further, there are 2 orc bases. I have killed one, and I'm pondering going for the second here pretty soon. They're attacking me right now. I think what I'd rather do is get my forces built up a bit more and be able to consolidate before going for the attack. So I think that's what I will be doing. Using that Star Rain. These tamed lizards are pretty rough. Okay, that's pretty good. So I think what I'm going to do is build up to high upkeep now, wait for blue to attack me one more time, eliminate blue, and then we're going to go for... And then we're going to go for purple. That's the plan. Let's go Halls of the Dead here, because I'm expecting sludges behind these trees, almost without a doubt. All right, meat wagons, very nice. We're going to need you to help push through the tower spam at the tops of those ramps. More meat wagons. Come on down. Healing me up out of combat. You know, in retrospect, maybe we could have just gone and attacked purple right now, considering they had just emptied their base. I don't feel super comfortable doing that, though, so I think let's wait. I have enough meat wagons here. We just need to get enough up these ramps to start sniping production, and then we should be all good. And what I did when I attacked teal was... I attacked up, I pushed through their defenses, and as soon as I got up through their defenses, I was able to, I was then able to start building new stuff and then leaving that stuff in my base for the incoming orange and blue attacks. So I think that was the solid plan.
I gladly obey.
Let's do some,
I will be done.
some solid Halls of the Dead spam here. No shame in that. Well, maybe a little shame in that, but it's fine. So the question is, what do we want to build to actually push up into this base? I would like to get another Ice Keeper. Probably Crypt Fiends so that they can get bottlenecked on the ramp. And then Abominations. And you know what? How about just Banshees? How about just Banshees? That seems great. Okay, they're going to get stuck in this little choke point. This is perfect. The choke point works to our advantage. Oh, yeah. One more. That's going to blast him. And my own stuff, sort of, but... Okay, and we're getting maxed out, so this is exactly, I think, when we want to go and attack purple. Even though purple has more units in their base, because, you know, they hadn't attacked us recently, I think that's absolutely fine. Star Rain just seems like a better flame strike, honestly. It doesn't do friendly fire, either.
Tired of waiting.
Okay, so let's get down here. Melee units in the front.
I'll see to it.
Oh, okay. Well, we needed to kill this anyway. Ornasian's getting absolutely roasted. What I'd like to do is just, again, move all my forces kind of up into position to deal with this. He's stuck. But this is good again. So blue and orange should be slightly off cycle for this. Beetle, get down here. So let's quick save, and we'll see if this will work. I am a little skeptical. I don't want you in the front.
Our forces are under attack.
And then heroes, and then my concern is getting bottlenecked on these ramps. So like you here. Arentel, use your ult. Oh, that's a lot of units. Ornasian is almost definitely going to die here. I don't have enough mana to stun him out of that. I think I must have figured out how to stun him out of it because he's not doing it now. This is a mess. Oh my god. I think half my units ended up getting stuck. I don't know how Harentel is still alive. I'll take it, I guess. If we can somehow land one more. There we go. Wow. Kind of a shitty layout for getting into these bases, as I had mentioned several times. We're sort of in. Their hero is the killer right now. I can't get through to him. And it's very challenging to clump up to go up these ramps. It seems like a very common theme so far of the second Undead book to have just these very tight, for lack of a better term, hallways, terrain passages. Very, very unfortunate that's... I mean, we can use them to our advantage also, but it's like they are a pain in the ass. Now, my hope is that they won't rebuild the tower spam. That will help us get into it a little easier. But now we need to survive purple. Then we need to survive blue and orange. We have to survive all of these attacks first. Spirit of Vengeance, I suppose, could have helped. Their hero has followed us. We might be able to counterattack this. This hero is a real dick. I just want to point out, he really is. Pentis is just so good with Star Rain. The issue is blue and orange are going to be cycled to attack us here really soon. So we have to push them back and then, you know, start the whole cycle fresh. Okay, so we lived. Ornasian is actually back. I will quick save and see if maybe we can counterattack, though my concern again is that blue is going to be appearing. There they are. Never mind. So no more counterattack. If we would have been able to kill... What did he drop? An Orb of Lightning. Who flippin' cares? Let's use Vengeance here, because she's about to get surrounded and killed. Ah! Okay, yeah, I don't care about these orbs. Not at all. Okay. And then we're gonna Flame Strike here. Yes, kill some of my obsidian statues. And then here is orange. Jeez, oh man. So we're mostly just trying to stabilize at this point. And then frantically rebuild. So the question is, I wonder, again, if purple has or has not rebuilt. Their hero is probably going to be back here pretty soon as well. Harentel is back. We're back to, like, near full strength on that front, so we're good. Repair here, and we're unfortunately falling behind on... What are we falling behind on?
I have heard the
oh, gold. So that's not good. So he's got an Orb of Frost. Ornasian's got his own orb. She's missing an orb, so let's drop something.
What
That was here, right? I mean, it's just sort of better than the Orb of Lightning. I could sell this. 300 gold's nothing to sneeze at.
The shadows beckon.
About time.
More gold is required.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, I'm gonna run into gold constraints here over time. I guess we can hide in our base for a while.
What is it now? I serve only the frozen.
And then
The restless dead.
I don't know why I have units like rallied to that gold mine.
Help me.
Okay, so I'll take the 300 gold, and then I'll pick up the orb.
What a good idea.
The dead shall
I got a nice
serve
solid melee group here.
the tree.
So I just need to make sure with Harantel when we push up into purple that we're ready to stun that hero. Just like perpetually stun the heroes, because he's a healer.
What does the
He's a
shadow
jerk.
will? The restless dead await. What does the shadow
So
will?
purple is probably still reeling. So am I, though. So we kind of needed to take a break. I'll quick save.
Help me. Help you.
Purple may dive up into my main base at this point. Can't really afford to just turn all these into spirit towers. There were no goops behind those trees, surprisingly. I think we are going to need some blight for here.
I wish only to serve.
Let's do it like this.
Will be done. I have heard the summons.
And I'm basically waiting for blue to return so that I can flame strike them, AoE them. Basically, after the next attack is when we're gonna make this happen. We're still a ways away from the amount of lumber that we need. My goal is to be able to take out purple so that I can take all these trees, and then we can move forward enough to basically box Quaranus into her base while we gather the rest of the trees. Lumber, what have you.
Speak. Time is fleeting. I'll consume the living and the dead.
And
Our
we're-
gold mine is nearly empty.
That's fine, because we're going to be taking a new one here pretty soon.
I serve only the frozen throne.
Just waiting for this.
Time is fleeting.
I'm pretty happy with the items we've got.
Heard the summons.
We can ditch the circlet and the gauntlets here pretty soon. The periapt's not too helpful either, especially on
Summon
Harantel.
is complete.
Let's do this.
Speak.
And we'll go here.
I'll consume the living and the dead.
Okay, so here they come.
What'll it be, Hotshot?
Time is waiting.
So it's going to be this and then orange. And then right when that's done, we're going to go for purple. Taking minimal losses here. And then we need graveyard here. Really? That's how you're gonna play?
Time is fleeting.
Alright, go buy another one. And then we're gonna wait for orange.
I serve only the frozen throne. Indubitably. I'll see to it. Time will.
Cool.
Down slow.
It's not actually cool. Okay. Now build the graveyard here. I'm not even paying attention to whatever's happening here.
Yes, my lord. What?
And start hitting these trees. I don't like that Harantel's getting, like, absolutely roasted right now. Okay, so now we go for purple immediately. Quick save. We want to just queue up a butt ton of stuff. Don't speak to me about our gold mine right now.
Speak. What we do. This better.
Ranged units kind of stay off to the side. You want abominations in the front. You kind of stay back.
I have heard the summons.
It appears that they have not rebuilt any of their defense. Oh my god. No! And I don't have enough... I don't have enough mana to stun him. We'll just have to burst him down, I guess. You guys rolling up here and kill this. I think we broke through him for the most part. These backliners are a pain. There we go. We finally stopped him. Okay, I think we're in. These lizards are a real pain. Stop, just stop. Stop doing that. Half my units can't get up this ramp. There we go. Okay, get off the ramp. Everybody move in. Get off the ramp. My god. Okay, now go for their production. Here. Here. No, go for their altar first. Then their production. All new units, I need you rallied up to my base because I think we're going to have some units flanking us here momentarily. Okay, perfect. Now go for the barracks. Again, blue's going to be showing up like at any moment here. I don't think my heroes are needed here anymore, so I'm going to back them up. Okay, excellent. I think we've got it now, boys. Just trying to take out all of their individual production structures. Okay. Perfect. All of you keep pushing to the left. Spike barricades, you know, one of my main enemies right now. Okay. Excellent. Kill these workers before they rebuild too much. There's blue. I knew it was going to happen. This is why I pulled back when I did. The timing to make any progress on these maps is so tight. It really is. It is a challenge. I can't believe I just had to man fight my way through flippin' Rejuve, man. The Jay Barrino story. All right. So now all of you come on down here.
Our forces are under attack. Time is fleeting.
Okay. I don't know where this thing came from, but that's fine. Go and get him. And then here comes Orange. No, not my statues. Try to intercept these. This is a little sloppy, but that's okay. As long as I can survive this attack, I don't even care. We can rebuild our army, and I just need to kind of get into a holding pattern to collect the rest of the lumber. Now, there's no doubt in my mind that at this point it would be a lot easier to just outright kill kill Quaranus. But again, now we can basically go into a holding pattern.
I wish only to serve. Our forces are under attack.
I just flame strike more of my own units than anything else. Okay, let's grab some obsidian statues. Some new obsidian statues. And now what I can do is move forward through these areas to basically cut off wherever blue and orange are coming from.
And the dead.
The restless dead await.
So let's quick save, and we're going to try to get all set up now.
Yes, Lord.
So, like, you guys can make your way all the way down here.
My life, Onesu.
You guys move on up. Part of a good siege is going to be... is having that siege weaponry to back us up.
Let's go.
So we can collect from this lumber now. On either side. Again, there's inevitably going to be more sludges behind trees, but that's A-okay with me. I mean, it's not. It's monstrous, but... oh, there's that belt of giant strength. Who should we give that to?
The frozen throne.
Let's give that to Harentel.
Mine are better things
No.
to do.
Here.
Speak.
Summoning.
I serve only the frozen throne.
Double gauntlets, new meta.
My might cannot be matched.
Okay.
The dead shall serve.
So again, this is all about, like, catching the enemy attacks on their way to us. Blue, I think, comes from here. I think moving up to this middle section would make more sense.
Summons.
Summoning.
Make your choice.
The restless dead await.
So let's, yeah, see, this is the only way in and out of their base as far as I can tell. So you guys here. You guys lumber. We'll just make a bunch more lumberjacks.
I wish only.
And then let's get graveyard,
Yes.
graveyard.
I gladly obey.
You right.
Okay. Now, the downside is now they have like a high ground advantage on us. I don't like that.
Time is fleeting.
The dead shall serve.
Okay. Our heroes are healing up.
Speak.
So let's focus on this right now. Again, I don't like that they've got a bit of a ramp advantage on us. If you really wish to attack the fortress, then I will assist you in doing so. But remember, Queerness's defenses are strong. I highly recommend my strategy over this. Dude, we are blockading them in, lady, alright? I decide how we win this Civil War, Pentis, not you. Of course, as you wish, my Lord Arnacian. Okay, so there are, like, red defensive units. I really didn't want to do things this way. I didn't realize we'd be this close to their defensive structures. I wonder if red actually rebuilds their stuff or not. Okay, Ornacian's pretty beefy now. There are those priestesses. Now the real question is, again, is there going to be enough lumber on the map? Probably. Back up again. So we don't want to engage them that close to the ramp. And we should have a nice break after this orange attack. $17,000 lumber. We are on our way. Oh, I didn't need acolytes. I need lumberjacks.
My life, Onesu.
Whoops. That's fine.
Yes, master.
Can I build... It'd be nice if this fit. Nope. So we gotta do the same thing. We gotta send a hero back
Sit down, Sparky.
to put some blight down on the other side there if we want to harvest from over on that side too.
Where shall I forward? Right there.
Halls of the Dead again, just because I'm expecting more sludges behind trees. So we could spread blight here. Yep. What do you know? Okay. So Pentis is here. She can save the day. I guess just drop this. I was going to say sell it, but that's all right. Sacrificial skull. Let's come on down here and save our guys. So we can go here. At the very, I mean, I can make lumberjacks up here instead, right? It'll take them a while to get down there, but that's just fine.
This better be good.
Hello?
What a good idea. If you insist.
Oh, can she not fit?
Town is under attack. Ready to work.
That's fine. So we'll have to back up and destroy that here. So let's send my meat wagons back if they can fit. Again, there's seems like the theme here of like extremely tight corridors, which is really not my favorite, unfortunately.
What a good
But
idea.
anyway, we get her back there, we lay down the blight, we kill the stuff behind the mushrooms, and then we can harvest through the rest of them all through this area. And we can throw down a graveyard closer. And we can just rebuild all the guys, the lumberjacks. So this is fine. And I've got all these town halls. I can very quickly resaturate my lumber harvesting capacity.
Ready to work. Upgrade. Ready to work.
Cool. And you guys come back.
Proceed. I have better things to do. Wait.
Okay, and hopefully, I mean, I think this is a strong enough force to hold this down. Famous last words.
Do you require a...
Okay, now we can throw down some blight.
Once again, it's up to the others. If you insist. What a good idea.
And she, I mean, we're not using her ult for anything else, so let's just do this. In retrospect, it makes no sense because her ult only summons from corpses.
If you insist.
Hey, it's orange again. Where's blue? There's blue. That means it's ultimate time. This is going to be very messy. We might lose Harentel here. We'll see. The attack timings here are very rough. I can at least make an attempt to back him up to save him, right? Flame striking in the back.
Will it be hot shot?
Did we kill all of them?
Time.
Our
Once
forces
again,
are under
it's up to
attack.
the others. If you
Cool.
insist.
Oh, by the way, didn't they say there was like a super powerful sludge monster that we could kill? I guess I'm not gonna do that. Just to provide my allies like a monstrosity that they can make in the future, right? We want them to be able to do that. Cool.
Help me.
Okay, go buy another sacrificial skull so we can do the same down at the bottom. We're getting close to that 25,000.
About time.
And we got plenty of gold as well to boot, so should be good.
This better be
So come on down here, and we're gonna go blight.
about time.
I mean, I was gonna say like, oh, this is kind of lame, but I don't know. I kind of like it. I don't mind the idea of having to kind of like slowly creep up and with like better lumber production. I think that's kind of neat.
I have heard the summons.
Let's get one more statue as well. Okay, so now you can go and grab your item back and then come back here. I'm just trying to be very diligent.
Yes, my lord.
You guys come on down here. There's going to be sludges behind those trees inevitably also.
All right.
So acolyte, we need a cemetery
My fate is
here. Graveyard, cemetery. What the hell, Jay Burrito? I'm falling apart.
I bow.
And then another one here. That should give us access to all the lumber I think that we'll need to get to the 25,000.
I wish only to serve.
I think.
This better.
And then Pentus coming back to our front lines.
Your choice.
Meat wagons back up. Try to get my heroes into the front. You can stay back. I just want you for the aura, honestly.
I have heard
How far forward does that reach? That's decent.
proceed. Proceed.
Okay, so again, it's... Oh, I've got like a whole group here. So this is just about staying alive. Right, so this group will send you up here, and then you can kind of hang out, and then we can... Once they start streaming down into this force and my heroes start to tank, we flank them with these other melee heroes, kind of pin them in, and hit their back line. Alright, and then we can just make more lumberjacks here. And then that's lumberjacking away.
What is it?
All of you down here.
Righto, ready to work. Right.
I don't think I have access to any other trees at this point. Maybe here, but we're just going to have to push through these trees. At the very least, I have access to running up here and killing sludges, inevitably when there's some behind this group.
Ready to work.
Okay. So let's sit and wait. I don't think we have that much longer to wait. We gain lumber at a pretty decent rate.
Ready to work. Ready to work.
Cool. And let's try to get this guy a little bit further forward to actually hit my units.
Ready to work.
Very nice. Okay. So I think I have a solid army in general. Enough to survive, I think, a lot of these attacks. Sludges behind those trees. I feel like we're about to get attacked.
I'll see to it.
Our town is under attack.
Proceed. I have heard the summons.
So you guys just back away for now.
All right.
Speak.
Our forces are under attack.
Yeah, of course. Never mind. All right, so let's take out these attacks, then we'll go and kill the sludges behind the trees. I think that, I mean, the sludges behind the trees are like a meme right now, because like, haha, they were demon lords and now they're sludges. But like, it really does disrupt the flow of the whole mission. Like, once or twice is funny, but more than that is just now artificially lengthening the mission, even though we've clearly won. So I would say just, you know, cool it with that. Orange is going to show up next. Let's come on down here and kill these sludges now. You all back up. Again, we're going to pin Orange in just like we just did.
Our forces are under attack.
Indubitably.
So I guess let's...
Might cannot.
As much as I need access to all these mushrooms, let's just go ahead and kill this group just so that we can get to here. Yeah, there's Orange. I wonder if my army is enough to kill Orange. Like, without my heroes, I don't actually know if I have enough stuff. We'll see. I'm prioritizing the lumber situation right now anyway. Cool. Yeah, I think we can do it. And then now you all can get back to work.
Off I go then.
We're almost there. 23,000. We could try to spread the blight. Maybe like a ziggurat there could do it. The tight corridors really make me rethink like, I don't want to build any ranged units at this point. They really just seem like a hassle more than anything. Let me build my obsidian statues as well, because they the MVPs, as we've seen. I think we'll be able to get 25,000 before I hope we can get 25,000 before the next major enemy attack. There may be more sludges, though. I wonder where the big sludge is. Honestly, I don't even care. Again, I'm fine letting my ally get access to the sludge. And let's just wait for my reinforcements to make their way up here. 23.5, we're just about there. Now again, like I said, sort of meta level, looking at how this is going to go. I'm expecting to get trolled with taking the peaceful route, just like I'm getting trolled with a bunch of shit behind mushrooms. But we'll see. Maybe that won't happen. It's just my expectation, because I feel like I've been rewarded for taking the semi-pacifist, like, I would call it like the preservation route, for the most part, through a lot of these missions. So I'm waiting for that to finally, like, bite me in the ass, eventually. Because for the most part, it's usually resulted in benefits, and I'm waiting for the time where it's like, nah, fuck you. But I think it's also kind of funny where, like, again, I've been, like, having to deal with these things behind trees and stuff, so in a way, I think that the tree harvesting requirement is actually the harder one to deal with here. So I guess, maybe...
What must I do?
Maybe I will be rewarded for doing this because it actually is, like, I think, considerably more time-consuming and challenging to gather the lumber. But what do I know?
Brought me back.
That's why Arkain is fun, though, because you think about these possibilities.
What must
These
I
shield
do?
guards are pretty good. I think I prefer my death guards. I don't know. I mean, they get that extra armor bonus and a resistance to magic. 30% resistance to magic is super solid.
What is it now?
Okay, we're just about to get it. I'm gonna... You know what? I'm gonna make, like, a solid save. I wonder if... Even saving here, if I could even pull my workers off in time from harvesting lumber, so that I don't tick up to... Yeah, I could. If I wanted to, I could load that save and cancel all my lumber harvesting in time, such that I could go and kill Red. But, no, that's fine. So let's go ahead and build... the Peacemaker. Something feels off. Pentis must be up to something. Servants, move out and destroy her at once.
You brought me back.
So I think it takes 3 minutes, they said, to build. I just saved also, so let's just build a bunch of stuff. Please tell me that she's not just going to spawn a bunch of units. Please tell me that she won't just spawn units and that, like, we're still dealing with her typical... I don't know. We'll find out. I'm getting the impression that this is... Well, I don't know. Maybe she just empties her base. I could probably just back up. I don't need to fight them here. I could back up and fight them, like, on my ramp or, like, in a more advantageous choke point here. Or Ornasian can die even though I right-clicked him away. You know, that's fine too. I guess that's just how it's gonna go. We also, I mean, we just need to survive for 3 minutes. I'm skeptical that they could even kill me in 3 minutes if they wanted to. But I don't want to jinx that. Would he even be back in 3 minutes? Nah, yeah, he should spawn faster than that. And these Driders, they do so much damage from the back lines, it's wild. Let's get Avatar Vengeance out here. Okay, so unless, like, she spawns a whole nother wave of extra crap, which is possible, that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Do you require
I think we'll be okay. I think we basically just triggered an attack wave earlier than it typically would come towards us.
I serve only the frozen throne.
Okay, there we go. Heal us up. Give us our mana back. Still harvesting through that lumber. I wonder where the big sludge was. Maybe he's behind all this lumber. Maybe he's, like, in her base. There's a pathway right here. Maybe he's down there. I'm sure he would give it an item. Yeah, we'll get Ornasian back before the timer's up. No, we won't, but it's fine because the mission's gonna end. Let's go. Fall of the Mistress. All right, let's see if this actually is good for us narratively or not. Did it just kill them? Move. Think. Wonderful. Never. The colors. This is not the result I expected. Half of them are dead, and the survivors would be better off dead. Most of them can't properly talk or even think anymore. They'll never recover from this. Okay, so we just brain damaged them. The ones who survived behave like hatchlings. I've never seen anything like this. Have the demon legions ever done anything like this? I've heard about sorcerers of other legions who unleash magical plagues and brain diseases, but I've never seen this myself. I prefer to face my enemies in battle instead of this. That wretched priestess withheld information from us. So much for incapacitate. I should flay her alive for her trickery. It's beyond my understanding why any creature would willingly consume this plant. Consumption that leads to addiction that leads to this. I mean, we hit them with a massive dose, though, right? Mortals are fools, Harentel Kazor. We should go to Pentis. She and Quirinus are probably waiting for us, though I am not sure if Quirinus is even capable of understanding her current situation. So I got a slap on the wrist. Oh, so much lotus. Never stop. Stop. Oh, so much joy. Ha! Behold the mighty Mistress Quirinus. Aye, I can smell heavenly smell of... How pathetic. This babbling lowborn should have not stood in your way, mistress. She was never worthy. She can't even handle a bit of black lotus. I feel empty, cold. Must have more. I need more. Give me more, mistress. She'll make a fine slave. Just keep her under the effect of the black lotus. However, I think I will send her to Sorina until I have found a use for her. Ah, my lord Ornasian. The battle went well, did it not? The lowborn have been defeated and my race is united once more. Leave us, now. Tepid pause. I did what was asked of me, my lord Ornasian. Are you not satisfied with the result? You haven't been honest with me, Pentis. You told me you would incapacitate them. You lied to me. You just killed hundreds of your people and reduced the rest to gibbering husks, drooling with dead eyes. Forgive me, my lord Ornasian, but I never lied to you. I believe that the details about the strength of the Black Lotus would not interest you. I acted with your permission. Bad faith argument. If we had not done this, you would have simply killed them and raised them as your servants. Now, we can still raise half of them as your servants, and the other half can work as slaves for my people, allowing more of us, the loyal servants of the Divine One, to serve his divine will. It was the bait and switch. I called it. Let me be clear, Pentis. If you do something like this again, if you withhold information from me again, I will find someone else who will fulfill the wishes of the Divine One. Am I understood? Of course, my lord Ornasian. My sincerest apologies. It won't happen again. Harentel Kazor, take Pentis and let her open the hidden chambers of the Mistress for you so you can obtain the artifact Eridon wanted you to obtain. I'll meet you outside the Dark Elven City. My lord Ornasian. Time is of the essence, Pentis, and only one of your kind can open the hidden chambers. Lead the way. Of course, please follow me. I mean, so I knew that was going to happen, I guess. I mean, I didn't know, but I guessed it. And it's just kind of shitty. Like, it's a little irritating that it's, like, purposefully... Like, it kind of lays out like what is supposed to happen, and then it purposefully does the opposite, and there were barely any signs. There was kind of a suspicious signal, I guess, in Mission 3. I don't know, and it's interesting because, like, I even said at the beginning, like, oh, I should just kill them because I know that Shar is going to purposefully flip the outcome of this. I knew that was what was going to happen, and I still did the Peacemaker just because I was curious. And in a way, I guess I'm glad I did, because otherwise we may not have known. The whole idea, the key there is that we only get half of the Dark Elves raised as undead, as opposed to all of them. Because obviously Pentis is not trustworthy, so who fucking cares what the undead, like the actual Dark Elves, are going to do? We just want whichever ones we can raise from the dead. That's the most important key here. So we only got half of that strength needed. How that will affect any outcome of anything, I guess we'll see. It doesn't really matter because there's only one mission left, and then we'll see what the epilogue is. I'm 45 minutes in. I guess, yeah, sure, let's watch the interlude. Orders of the Watcher. After successfully dealing with Quirinus, Ornasian, and Heron, returned to the surface to report to Eridon. They were accompanied by Pentis and an army of her most devout followers of the Lanira family. At their initial meeting with Eridon, the Dark Elves had immediately fallen to their knees, praying to the Divine One, Eridon, and asking for the Watchers of Arkain for his blessing. They were quick to cast aside the idea of a goddess and would instead call him only the Divine One from now on. As a reward for their loyalty, Eridon allowed them to form the Lanira Nexus, combining the deadly, yet living forces of the Lanira family with the unliving legions of the undead, with Pentis as its leader. Welcome, Ornasian and Heron Talcazor. I am pleased with the success of your mission. Not only have you been able to bring me the artifact I asked you to acquire, you have also added the Dark Elves to our ranks. Yes, what is this artifact you wanted anyway? It is the Scepter of Death, an artifact that the God of Death created prior to his own demise. It is capable of channeling the very essence of death itself. The power of this scepter could make anyone who approached the essence of the Dead Mountain die in the blink of an eye. Oh, hey, it's Crom. We haven't seen him for a while. If that is the case, why have you not used it earlier? There was no need to. Most were too scared to enter the mountain anyway, for none of them returned regardless. It was easier to manipulate the mortals into not caring about one cursed mountain and focus on other things instead. Yeah, but wouldn't you have just wanted it? Just to have it? It seems really important, Eridon. Having people die when they try to enter the mountain without any sign as to what caused that sudden death would have been suspicious and counterproductive to what I had wanted to achieve in the past. Now that we have demons on our doorstep and have constructed strong, hard-to-miss defenses on the Dead Mountain, I believe that such things are no longer important. For the time being, at least. Indeed. So, the Dark Elves have served their purpose. Shall I give the order to destroy them and raise them to turn the new Lanira Nexus into an actual undead nexus? You will do no such thing. As I've already told you, I do not wish for all all life to be destroyed. They are scheming, power-obsessed mortals with an unhealthy addiction to plants that care little for anything else than themselves. It is only a matter of time until they will decide that serving you is not going to be profitable. I am aware that their behavior reminds you of the demons, but you need not worry. They may scheme among themselves, but betraying me is the one thing they'll never do. If you are their creator, then what about the normal elves that live in their little forest kingdom? I did not get the impression that they were your subjects or worshipped you like the Dark Elves do. They are descendants of the Dark Elves that I hadn't sealed beneath the Dead Mountain. They were outcasts that hid in the forests. I decided to let them live. I had no reason to harm them. I only made sure that they forgot where they came from. Their Dark Elven heritage is not recorded in their history. Master, why did you seal the Dark Elves inside the Dead Mountain in the first place? If I had allowed them to roam freely, then they would have enslaved the younger races in my name. I did not want that to occur. It was my wish to have Arkain and its races decide their own fate without my interference. I would only interfere when necessary. At the same time, I foresaw that I would need them again in the future, so I sealed them away. Your seal did not prevent the orcs from getting inside, it seems. Yes, it is intriguing that some orcs had apparently been able to enter the tunnel shortly after the defeat of their invasion so long ago. Probably Brian's doing. For a long time, the seal only prevented creatures from leaving the tunnels, not entering them. I had to preserve my strength at the time of its creation. I had not expected anything to get inside and actually survive. The orcs have a troubling history of accomplishing deeds I do not wish them to accomplish. They are rather annoying creatures. Still, it feels ridiculous that they think that they had to thank our master for saving their lives. Them worshipping Eridon is interesting. I would not have helped them survive in the tunnels even if I had known they were there in the first place. Of course not, Master, but the creatures seem to be rather persistent about this. They thought you had sent us to test them. I assume that they have observed the devotion of the Dark Elves and believe that they also had to worship me. It matters little. In the end, these cave orcs have lost much power since your journey into the tunnels. The few that are left will be no issue for the Dark Elves to deal with. They are irrelevant. I assume we should carry out the next part of your plan, then, Master? Yes. In order to proceed, I need you to bring me the Mask of Illusions. It is located in the capital of Torin, which is currently under siege by Pyrean rebels. Take Sir Edorus, the Flesh Terror, and Sister Pentis with you. Edoaris? Edoaris? Rebels, you say? The humans are wasting no time continuing their internal conflicts. How typical. Yes, it appears that the arrival of this Golden Guard from the other side of the Great Sea has only increased hostilities within the human ranks. It's only a matter of time until they fracture even further. We will only watch for the time being. However, I believe that the people in the capital of Torin could be persuaded to give us what we wanted freely if we dealt with their attackers. They're growing desperate. They may even betray the Mage Guild. I am leaving this to you and the Rohir Nexus, Rahandir. Of course, Master. One more thing, Rahandir. The mortal called Gardon Bloodclaw has been sent to deal with the rebels. If you happen to come across him, I want you to take a look at him. I want to know more about the magic he uses. Pentis will assist you with that. As you wish, Master. Ornasian, you will accompany Queen Kira to the eastern part of the Elven Kingdom. The elves there are demon worshippers that manage to hide from the eyes of the mortals. They're going to try sabotaging the combined defense efforts of the humans. If they succeed, it would heavily cripple the humans' defenses. We cannot allow the humans to fall because of their blindness. I remember the infiltration of the Elven Kingdom. Cursadar had wanted to hold the remaining infiltrators back until the end of the invasion. It will be a pleasure putting an end to one of his plans. Saphira will catch up with you later. In the meantime, Crom, you will take the Skeleton Legion to the mountains at the border of Salria. The demons are trying to invade the southern kingdom to open a new front. Do not allow that to happen. With pleasure. Good. That will be all, then. This is where we part ways for the time being, then. It has been an interesting experience to work alongside you, Harantal Kazor. I look forward to our next encounter. You may call me Heron the next time we meet. I wish you success in enforcing the will of the Watcher, Arnasian. Okay. All right. So we're coming up on Chapter 5, which is going to be... It's the last mission of the second Undead book. So this is not, from what I can tell, meant to be a final mission. Rather, just an abrupt end. And then the epilogue, I guess, is just going to basically tell the story of all the remaining missions, even though the missions were never made. I don't know. I'm not... This is just what happened, I guess, with this. I don't want to put words in Char's mouth. I think he basically explained it. If you check the first video of this series, he linked to his post on Hive Workshop. Anyway, I guess that's why I don't care as much about like whatever happened with the Dark Elves and the Black Lotus and all that. Like, it's going to be over one way or another after Chapter 5 here. So even if the epilogue is like, oh, and then you lose and the demons win and Eridon and Ornasian, they all die, it's just kind of like, oh, well, like I didn't really have an opportunity to like go through the entire process to try to, have the ending play out. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I guess that's really it. So it seems like there's a lot going on behind the scenes. This is very similar to like after we played the second human book and then we played the second orc book, we realized there was all this stuff going on elsewhere in the kingdoms, and it's the same thing here. I think if Crom wasn't sent to stop the demons in Salria, then the tribal dominion wouldn't have properly been established. And then he's sending Rahandir. And I remember, actually, wasn't it Mission 4? That crazy giant mission on the second Human book? Where you didn't have a hero? That one was nuts. And at the end, there was like an Undead Mage Guild faction. So that's probably what's going on there with Rahandir. Like, he has them turn over the artifact, the Mask of Illusions. And then he goes and checks out Gardon. And that's probably when Eridon learns that Brian is back, the Lord of Shadows. Okay. So we'll come back, we'll play the last mission here, and we'll see what it's all about. All right, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.